Hey guys, hope all is well. I want to come to you today with a new tip. If you, a lot of people don't know about this, but some do, some don't. So let's take a look at it. What I've got here is basically I did a search on Google for dentist near me. And if you didn't know this, this is the #1 search to find a dentist right now on Google, as of today anyway, which is March 20th, 2025. So, and then you see your typical SERP, search engine results page right here. And you've got some ads up here, which we'll talk about in a second. You got some ads here. You've got what we call the Google My Business section or the map section. And then you've got some organic results here. Right? So what a lot of people don't know about is what this is right here, this top area where Alameda and Bell Dental and Link Dental are. And then what that difference is between that and what's down here and called under the sponsored links. So about a year ago, maybe a little bit more than a year ago, Google came out with what's called local service ads for dentists. Now, local service ads have been around for a long time, but they were really reserved for like plumbers and lawyers and other kind of local service-based businesses. But about a year ago, they approved it for dental practices. And there's a big difference between these local service ads right here and the regular ads here. There's two big major differences, okay? The first difference is most people are used to just buying Google ads. That's what you're seeing down here. And it's basically you put your ad out there and every time somebody clicks on it, it costs you money, right? It's a little bit more complicated than that on the inside, but that's basically what happens. And so if a 10-year-old accidentally searches for a dentist or whatever and accidentally clicks on this, that's going to cost you $10 or even more depending on the keyword that you're trying to show up for, right? And they work very well, don't get me wrong. They're almost all the campaigns that we do have return a positive ROI, so there's nothing wrong with them at all. But I think it's important for you to at least know that these LSA ads, local service ads, exist. And the big difference between the two, #1, you pay just every time you click down here. Well, for these ads, you actually only pay when somebody actually picks up the phone and calls you. So it's a big difference. It's more of a pay per lead versus a pay per click. So that's a major difference. And what we've found is it can create much more efficient traffic and much more, it will really help your budget be a little bit more efficient, right? A couple of other differences is that it's not just as easy as putting your credit card in and you start running ads. You have to go through a little bit of a setup process. So we have to send them your insurance information for the practice. We have to send them some business information about your practice. We have to send them your license information. We have to kind of go back and forth with them to get all that verified. And then once they verify you, you get this green check mark up here basically that says license verified by Google. So what they're trying to do is show the consumer that Google has done an extra layer of vetting for this business, and essentially they are verified by Google. So that gives you a little bit more social proof, if you will, to your potential new patients. And also you get a picture, you get an image of yourself or your practice or your logo, whatever you want. We found that personal images like this will work the best. And that's essentially how that works. What we found is a little bit better ROI, a little bit better conversion, and we found that it gets typically better overall results than just regular Google ads here. Now, in a perfect world, depending on your budget and if you can afford it or not, where we found the best results is if you have placement here in the local service ads and you're doing Google ads as well. Now, we won't talk about the organic stuff today. That's SEO and that's a different beast. But what we found is when you can do both is the best. And the big reason for that is just because you show up here for this search, for instance, if I refresh the page, you may not show up the next time because it's kind of rotating ads on here based on a pretty complicated algorithm. And the same way with sponsored ads, you won't always show up on the page. It depends on your budget, how much money you're willing to spend, things like that. So with that rotation going between both of them, it's good to be able to do both of these because you have a better chance to show up more for people when they do related keywords to your business. So anyway, that's my advice today. I hope you get something out of it and maybe you learn something new. So if you have any questions, of course, let us know. If you're a current client and this is something that you're wanting to do, please let your client growth strategist know. And if you're not a client, give us a call or go to our website, do a free discovery call with us, and we can really dive into the specifics on your practice. Thanks.